Blackbird Interactive has made a bold move by reclaiming full ownership of the Hardspace Shipbreaker intellectual property, marking a significant turning point for the studio and the game's future. But here's where it gets interesting. This indie developer, known for titles like Homeworld 3 and Minecraft Legends, initially launched Hardspace Shipbreaker alongside Focus Entertainment, which not only served as the game's publisher, but also held partial rights to the IP. Now, Blackbird has regained complete control over the franchise, opening the door to exciting new developments. The announcement doesn't dive into many specifics yet, but the studio hints that several Hardspace-related projects are actively in the works. This signals their clear intention to expand Hardspace Shipbreaker beyond a standalone game into a larger franchise ecosystem. To put its success into perspective, Focus Entertainment's financial report from June 2022 revealed that Hardspace Shipbreaker sold more than 500,000 copies during its 2 years in early access, an impressive milestone for any indie developer. However, the journey hasn't been without setbacks. About a year ago, Blackbird Interactive underwent a realignment plan amidst economic challenges and shifting project priorities. This led to some difficult decisions, including layoffs and internal leadership changes. The studio's founder, Rob Cunningham, stepped down as CEO in March 2025, transitioning to the role of board chairman, while Eric Torin, formerly chief strategy officer, took over day-to-day leadership. These changes reflect a strategic shift as Blackbird positions itself for long-term sustainability. The layoffs were not isolated incidents. In August 2023, the studio saw a reduction of 41 employees amid pressures that were largely out of their control. Soon afterward, Mojang discontinued its collaboration with Blackbird on Minecraft Legends, further impacting the company's staffing and project landscape. A Blackbird spokesperson emphasized that the layoffs were a last resort after exploring multiple alternatives, underscoring the harsh realities of the game development business. This situation raises thought-provoking questions. With Blackbird fully owning Hardspace Shipbreaker again, will this renewed independence lead to greater creative freedom and innovation? Or will the recent financial and staffing challenges constrain what the studio can achieve? How should game studios balance partnering with larger publishers for resources versus maintaining full control over their creations? These debates often split opinions among industry insiders and gamers alike, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. About the author, Diego Nicolás Arguello, a seasoned freelance journalist and critic from Argentina, draws on his passion for video games to connect global audiences. Having learned English through gaming, Diego now writes for prestigious outlets such as the New York Times, NPR, and Rolling Stone. He also supports emerging writers through his website Into the Spine and co-hosts a podcast centered on the Ace Attorney series. Chances are, he's juggling a rhythm game while compiling his latest insightful piece.